Welcome to Pilates. We are going to start laying down on our backs. We're going to do a couple variations and we're going to build up to trying to do boomerang at the very end. So we'll do kind of some progressions and we'll try out boomerang at the end. All right. My name is Stephanie. Lay on back. Knees bent, feet flat on the ground. Roll your shoulders away from you, reaching the fingertips towards your toes. Try to find a neutral spine, a little pocket of air underneath the low back. We'll start with our breathing, inhaling through your nose and exhaling out your mouth. As you inhale, feel your ribcage expand. As you exhale, knit the ribcage together, belly button to spine. Take a few big breaths, seeing how your body feels. Maybe you sway your knees side to side. Maybe you sway your head side to side, getting some movement to the body. Continuing with your breathing, inhaling through your nose and exhaling out your mouth. We'll pause back at center. We're going to take the left foot down straight to the mat, right knee into the chest. Just give a little tug. Find a nice stretch here. We'll rotate that leg across the body, keeping the shoulder blades down on the mat. Inhaling and exhaling. Pull the knee in towards your chest. One more time, reach that leg up to 90. We'll get a stretch, maybe bend to table. Press up to 90, bending and extending. Holding up at 90, maybe we point and flex the toe here. And roll your ankle one direction, the other direction. Pausing your movement. Bring your knee into your chest. Press that right leg all the way down to the mat. Left knee into your chest. Give a little tug. Feel that stretch. When it's okay, you'll rotate your body, rotate your knee towards the ground, making sure your shoulder blades stay down on the mat. Taking the knee back in towards your chest, we'll reach that left leg straight up towards the ceiling and we'll bend and extend from the knee. Getting a nice stretch here. Pausing with the left toe up towards the ceiling, we point and flex. And then roll your ankle in one direction and the other direction. Carefully bringing your knee back into your chest and pressing the leg straight out towards the mat. We're going to find our booty band here. So if you want to use the booty band for our bridging, it's going to go on just like a dress. It'll come above the knees. Right on the thighs, the lower thighs there. Once you have the booty band on, you'll lay back down, roll the shoulder blades down, away, palms pressed into the mat. Find that neutral spine and find a little bit of tension out on the band. Scoot your glutes in towards your heels. For our bridging, we'll start with just a pelvic rock. So just inhale. Exhale, tilt the pelvis forward, scoop the core. Inhale to go back to that little arch. So you're just going between neutral and imprint with the spine. Finding that pelvic rock here. To scoop forward and to scoop back. As you scoop, engage the glutes and the abs. If you have any back issues, as we do our bridging, you can stick with hinging instead of articulating on this next one. We inhale, exhale, scoop one bone at a time, all the way up into our bridge, lifting our hips. Squeeze the glutes at the top, inhale, exhale, slowly articulate one bone at a time, all the way back down. Continue with your breath as you do this, press evenly into the feet, keeping that gentle tension out on the band, and articulating the spine one bone at a time down and up. For our bridging, we're warming up our back body here, really trying to engage the glute muscles. shooting those kneecaps away from you when you're up at the top. On this next one, we inhale, exhale, scoop one bone at a time all the way up into our bridge. Squeeze the glutes, 1 inch up, 1 inch down with the hips. Little hip dips. Squeeze the glutes, 1 inch up, 1 inch down. Keep that tension out on the band. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, exhale, scoop one bone at a time, all the way on down. Good job, guys. We're gonna move into a Pilates V with the feet. Heels are together, toes are apart, about grapefruit distance. So you'll have a little bit of tension out on that band to get the knees a little bit wider now. Inhale, exhale, scoop one bone at a time, all the way up into your bridge. Inhaling at the top, exhaling, scooping one bone at a time, all the way back down. That Pilates V does not work for you today, you can always stick in parallel. Otherwise, in this Pilates V, the knees track more with the big and second toe, so you have a little bit of an external rotation here. Finding that pressure out on the band. Continue like this, finding the glutes. And on this next one, we inhale, exhale, scoop one bone at a time, all the way up and hold. 1 inch up, 1 inch down with the hips. Squeeze the glutes. Press out on the band. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, exhale, scoop one bone at a time, all the way back down. We got one more set. We're gonna move back to that parallel position. Feet are about hip distance apart. We're gonna move into a hinge bridge instead of the articulation. So it's an inhale, exhale, hinge up, inhale, exhale, hinge back down. As you do this, keep that pressure out on the band. We're gonna add a combo movement here once you've found the movement. Inhale, exhale, press up, open and close the band. Inhale, exhale, hinge back down. Inhale, exhale, hinge up, press in and out on the band, and exhale to hinge back down. Just a little combo movement. We're warming up those outer thighs, finding the glutes here. Breathing in, breathing out. We got one more like this. Make it your best. Find that press out and press in. And then hinge back down. You can remove the band. We'll use the band. You can take those legs up to 90. Bands can go on the arches of the feet. And you'll get a nice hamstring stretch here. You can do it without the band too. Legs are up to 90, point and flex the toes. Finding that nice stretch here. All right, when you're ready, the band comes back down. We're gonna move into our ab series here. We're gonna start with our single leg stretch. When you're ready, right knee comes into the chest, hands are staggered on the shin, left leg goes out to 45, elbows out wide, we switch. Switch. As you pull that knee in, you press the leg away. You want some extra core work here, you can come up into a chest lift. Staying in that chest lift, shoulder blades still on the mat, scooping, gaze at the thighs, reaching, finding length with the legs, and using your breath. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set it on down. We're moving into our straight leg scissors. Both legs are straight. One leg at 90, one leg at 45. Hands can go either to the thigh or the calf. It's a pulse, 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 pulse. Reaching those straight legs. You can come up into a chest lift. That is optional. Keep the spine in imprint or in neutral. You're not arching the back. Otherwise, the legs are going too low. Legs come to hands. Try not to rock side to side on the pelvis. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set it on down. We're moving into our crisscross. Hands behind the head, elbows out wide, legs to tabletop. We're finding our obliques as we do this. Come up into a chest lift. Right shoulder to left knee, right leg shoots out to 45, and we crisscross to switch. Switch, keeping the elbows nice and wide, finding the obliques, and controlling the legs here. Belly button to spine. Breathe through it. We are here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set it on down. Legs go up to 90. Pilates V, heels together, toes apart. Hands can go to the mat or out to the side. It's going to be a low. We're down to 45. Slow, 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 back up to 90. Really going to feel those low abs here. Try to keep the spine in imprint. Not arching the back. Reaching those legs out long. Nice and slow and controlled. Couple more like this. Last one. And bring it up to 90. Feet come back to the mat. Hands come back down to your sides. One last one here. You're going to take the legs to tabletop. We're going to do those little reverse curls that we've been working on. The little scoop up of the hips. Knees come towards your chest. Really find the low abs here. Little roll. If this doesn't feel good on the spine, we go back to one of the other options. We're really finding those low abs here. Tucking the knees in. Inhaling and exhaling. We got one more like this. Feet can come flat down to the mat. Arms out wide to a T, palms face up. We'll get some nice rotation here. Let the knees sway one direction as your gaze goes the other direction. Inhaling to center, exhaling to switch. All right. Pausing back at center. The legs are going to go straight to the mat. You can either have them about hip distance apart or squeeze together. You're really going to dig the heels into the mat, really pressing those straight long legs down into the mat as we do our roll-ups. Arms go straight overhead, palms face each other. Inhale, exhale, chin to chest, scoop through that core. You can always reach for the thighs as we come up into our roll-up. We're going to roll on forward, stacking back up, nice and tall. Inhale, exhale, scoop one bone at a time, slow, slow, slow. Inhaling at the bottom, exhaling chin to chest, scooping on up, forward folding over, and stacking back up nice and tall. One more, we're going to scoop down and hold at the bottom and change the arms here. Down at the bottom, you're going to take the left arm out to a T, right arm up towards the ceiling, same thing. Inhale, exhale, chin to chest, scoop through that core. You can always go back to one of those other options. Stacking back up nice and tall. Inhale, exhale, scoop one bone at a time. All the way on down, belly button to spine, switch. Left arm up to 90, right arm out to a T. Inhale, exhale, chin to chest, scoop through the core, press the heels down into the mat as we forward fold over. Stacking back up nice and tall. Inhale, exhale, scoop like you just got punched in the stomach, belly button to spine, all the way on down. Last one, both arms out to a T. You can always go back to the arms just up overhead. Inhale, exhale, chin to chest. This one's tough. Scoop through the core, keep the arms out wide. Forward fold over. Come all the way on up. Inhale, exhale, scooping one bone at a time. All the way on down. Good job, guys. All right, one last little set here. Hands go back up overhead. We're going to inhale, exhale, scoop up just a few inches. Up, and we're going to pulse. Little pulses, yep, for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come up a little more, a couple more pulses here, pulsing. Scoop through the belly button for 3, 2, 1. A little bit higher, last set here. Find that belly button to spine, the rib cage to hips. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All the way on up. forward fold, and stack back up nice and tall. You can butterfly the knees if that feels good. Forward fold over. Taking an inhale and an exhale. And then we'll come over to a 4-point kneeling position. Wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. We'll get a cat-cow here. Inhale, press your low back up towards the ceiling. Exhale, create that arch. Moving between flexion and extension in a range that works for your spine. We'll pause in a neutral spine. You're going to tuck the toes, just hover the knees and hold. You can always tap down and come back up if you want. Otherwise, we're holding our bear plank strong for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Press up into down dog. Get a nice stretch here. We're going right back into that knee hover and holding. When you're ready, hold the knee hover for 3, 2, 1. Back up to down dog. Get that stretch. We're warming up the core in our bear plank. Coming back down. Knees hover for 3, 2, 1. Last one here. Press up into the down dog. You can pedal the legs out. Get a nice stretch on the back of the calves. Walk your feet in towards your hands, shifting weight into the feet. Inhale, exhale, slowly scoop up, one bone at a time. Head being the last thing to rise. Good job, guys. All right, we're gonna move into a little bit of a balance set here. You need to grab a drink of water real quick. I'm gonna turn off my ring that keeps going off. All right, I suggest either, I've got grip socks on, but either shoes, barefoot, or grip socks, nothing too slippery, because we do have these slippery floors here. Or you can go on the mat if that feels a little more stable. All right, we're gonna start, shoulders roll down, core is nice and engaged. We're just gonna take the right foot up and hold. Set it back down, left foot up and hold. Just trying to find our balance to start here. Use your core, concentrate. I like to focus on something not moving in front of me, otherwise it kind of throws me off. On this next one, we hold with the right foot up. Core is nice and pulled in. We're just gonna hold. Arms can go wherever feel comfortable. It can be heart center, out to the side, up above. See what works best for you today. Breathing through this. If it feels okay, you take that knee out to the side. Inhaling and exhaling. Bringing that knee back in. Arms down, keep the leg up. Last thing here, you turn your head to the right. Center, turn your head to the left. Center, and bring it down, shake it out. Good job, guys. We'll get the other side again. Do what works for you. You can always grab the wall, window, put your foot down at any time. Left foot is now up. Really engage the core, shoulders out, concentrate. Hands can go wherever feels more comfortable for you. Really strengthening the muscles in our ankles and our feet here. If it feels okay, taking that knee out to the side. Inhaling and exhaling. Bringing it back in front. Adding on that head twist. You're gonna look to the left. Center, look to the right. Center, foot comes down, shake it out. All right, adding on a bit, we're gonna take the feet about hip distance apart. Arms are gonna come up overhead. We're gonna tip up and over to one side. I'm tipping over to the right. Kind of like a leaning star here. Use your core, concentrate. If it feels okay, little pulses up with that leg for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Set it down, shake it out. Other side. Arms up. Lean up and over. Find your position first. Find that belly button to spine. Then if you're ready, adding those little pulses up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set it down, shake it out. Last balance set here. We're gonna move into a tree, so your foot can either go down at the ankle, below the knee, above the knee, groin, whatever feels better for you. You're just gonna be balancing here. Arms can go wherever feels comfortable for you in your practice here. We're just gonna be holding nice and strong here. Focus on your core, your breath. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Shake it out. Other side. When you're ready, that foot comes up just as long as it's not on that knee joint, you're good. Find your balance. Press evenly into that standing foot. Open up your chest, but keep the ribcage closed. Guys got this. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job, guys. Set it down, shake it out. We're gonna move into that set with the glider. So just making sure you have a spot away from your mat. I like to do the soft side down because we've got the hard floors here. So the logo will go down to the ground and the shiny side will be make sure you have enough room because we are going to take that glider back behind. So just making sure you have room to the side and behind. Starting with the glider, I've got it under my right foot, whatever side you guys want to start with. Feet are parallel. We're starting with just some squats here, so we're going to sit on down and stand up. Knees track over the ankles. We're warming up the legs and the glutes. Deeper you go, the more work you get here. You want to be nice and slow and controlled. Knees track over ankles to protect the knee. Good job, guys. On this next one, we're going to hold down. You're going to go out to the side, in, back, return to start, stand up. Squat, out to the side, in, back, and stand on up. Continuing like this, finding that squat, finding each position here, holding down, hips stay squared off, and you're controlling the glider. We have a couple more like this. Last one. Stand up, return to start, squat on down. We're gonna add circles, drawing little circles here. Stay down in that squat. These confirm, you guys got it. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reverse those circles, almost done for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stand it up, shake it out. Good job, guys. Gonna do the other side. Glider goes to the other foot, feet parallel. Starting with just that squat. A little bit of relief after those circles. Finding the glute work here. Keep the back nice and neutral so we're not flexing forward or arching back. Good job, guys. We start to add that movement, we squat. Out to the side, in, back, in, stand on up. Down, out to the side, in, back, in, stand on up. Continue like this. I like to have all that weight in the standing leg here. You should start to really feel it in that leg, nice and light on the glider. next one, we squat and hold. We're doing those circles. You guys got this. Keep it low. Here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're reversing those circles. Almost done for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stand it up, shake it out. Good job, guys. We're going to tuck the glider off to the side. We'll get a nice stretch. So if you want to sit on down on your mat, we'll get a little figure 4 stretch. We'll cross one leg over the other leg, hinging forward if that feels good. We'll switch into the other side. We're gonna lay back down, have the booty band nearby though, because we are gonna put it on in a minute. All right, laying all the way back down again. We did those little reverse curls. We're gonna add on, but you can always just do that first option, that base option of those little reverse curls. If you're adding on, legs go straight, same thing. Little curls with the legs straight. You'll really feel those low abs. Again, if this doesn't feel good for the spine, you can always stick with one of the other options. As you do this, see how you can control that roll down. So you're pressing up and controlling it as it comes down. We got 2 more like this. You guys got it. Last one. Set it down to the mat. We're going to put that booty band on now. Back above the knees on the lower part of the thigh. And then we'll turn to a side lying position. Options for side lying, you can be laid all the way down, up on the forearm or the elbow. Hands can be on the mat, up. Lots of options. We're starting with just the lift and lower of the leg. Feel like that side body can lift up off the mat. You can always ditch the booty band at any point. Control the leg both ways. Back is nice and flat. We have those little pulses up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set it down. Lifting the leg hip height, point the toe forward, flex the foot back. Trying to keep this top half still. Use your core, focus on only moving the lower half. And then we pause, little circles for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reverse those circles the other way for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set it down, bend the knees, moving into our clam. Opening and closing, feet stay together. Can be a small range. You want to keep the hips nice and stacked. You're going to be feeling this on the glutes, the outer thighs with that band. Breathe through this. On this next one, just hold up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set it back down. We're going to move prone onto our belly. Onto our belly. We're going to start just hands down. Your head can just rest down on the arms here. Press out on the band. Feel like the pubic bone is pressing down. Belly button feels like it can lift. You're in one long line. We're going to lift and lower one leg, set it down. Lift and lower the other leg. Find the glute muscle here. Keep that pressure out on the band. Yeah, point the toes as you do this. This is our swimming prep here. We're going to pick up the pace. We're going to lift, 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 kick, 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 kick. Swimming legs like you're swimming. We're going to be here for a second. If you want to add on, arms can shoot out. Arms and legs together. We're here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, Hips over heels, reach those arms. All right, back down prone on our bellies. Last one here, we're gonna just do a swan. Press out on the band, hands go underneath the shoulders now. Nose is just hovering off of the mat. It's gonna be an inhale, gaze comes up, shoulders roll down, exhale, gaze comes back down. As you inhale and come up, feel like your back is one flat forward, so you're not arching the back, you're keeping the belly button to spine. If you're feeling anything in the low back, widen the legs. But you want to keep those legs nice and active, pressing out on the band here. Couple more like this. Last one. Set it on down. Press on back. Nice child's pose. Get that stretch. And then after this stretch, we're going to go back over to that other side that we need to finish for the side lying legs. So when you're ready, getting into position, you can either turn around on your mat or just flip what side you're on. Hips are stacked, shoulders are stacked, and it's a lift and lower of the top leg. Feel like that side body can lift up. You can always ditch the band. If you want an extra challenge, arm can go up, more like you're balancing. It's up to you what you want to try today. On this next one, little pulses up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set it on down. We're lifting that leg hip height, pointing forward, flexing back, keeping the top half still. If you're in that balance, you really got to fight. And pausing with that leg over the other leg, little circles. Almost done here for 3, 2, 1. Reverse those circles for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set it down. Bend the knees. Last set here is our clam. Keep the hips stacked. Strengthening the glutes here. Inhaling and exhaling. And we hold open for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set it down. Good job, guys. You can sit on up. Remove the band and get a little stretch. Whatever works for you. Maybe butterfly, back to that figure 4. Pound out the glute if you need. If you're doing one side, make sure to even out and get the other side. And then when you're ready, we'll flip on over, 4-point kneeling. We're going to do our plank here. So options, you can be on the wrists, you can be down on the forearms, you can go back to a kneeling plank or out to a full plank. Decide what you'd like to do today. When you're ready, press yourself out to your plank and hold. Tuck the tailbone, gaze at your fingertips, shoulders nice and strong. Core is engaged, heels press back behind, kneecaps shoot up towards the ceiling. Breathe through it. Concentrate, mind over matter. Find those shakes. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees down. Child's pose. All right, back to that 4-point kneeling. We got one more set here we're gonna add on. You can always stick with the static hold. When you're ready, press out and hold. If you're adding on, it's a heel lift and lower. Otherwise, static, hold your plank, hold your form. Breathe through it. Hips are level and tucked. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees down, child's pose. You can take your hands over to the right side, getting a stretch on the left side of your body. Back to center, over to the left side. Back to center. All right, we're finishing it off with our boomerang here. There's going to be modifications. First option, if you don't want to do any of the rolling over kind of stuff, is you just go back into those roll downs that we were doing earlier. Otherwise, you're going to stack up nice and tall. Right ankle is going to cross over the left ankle. Arms go straight out in front. Watch me once, and then, or you can try with, if you want, you're going to slowly bring the hands to the mat. Legs are going to lift up. Maybe this is where you stop today. Maybe this is where you just hold that balance here. Otherwise, it's going to be an up and over. Uncross the ankles, switch the ankles. Slowly roll on down, one bone at a time, coming all the way back on up. Again, if you want to try it with me here, there's also a progression. You're going to take the hands to the mat, legs lift up, hold, roll up and over, switch the cross of the legs, and slowly roll back down as you come up, reaching up and forward. So adding on, full boomerang. We're going to take arms out, you come up and down, up and over. You're going to uncross and switch. As you slowly roll down, legs come to the mat. You're going to reach back behind as you forward fold, and then stack back up, nice and tall. Adding on, there is an extra progression here. You can stick with any of the options we've done. Hands come to the mat, legs lift up. We go up and over, switch the cross of the legs. As you slowly roll down, you're going to come to a teaser position, holding nice and strong. Then hands go back behind, you forward fold over, reaching and coming back up, stacked up nice and tall. I'll do one more of the full one. You can try any of those options. Honestly, just rolling back, switching the legs, and coming back down is a great modification. Stacked up nice and tall. Hands to the mat, lift the legs up. They go up and over. Switch the cross of the legs. Slowly coming back down. You come up into that teaser position. Arms up overhead. Reaching back behind as the legs come down. Up and forward. Stacking back up. Nice and tall. That is our boomerang. It is challenging. All right, we'll get some stretches here when you're ready. Let's get our mermaid side stretch. So Z-sit position, or you can be crisscross, whatever feels better for the hips. If you're in the Z-sit, one hand comes to the ankle, other arm out to a T. We go up and over and reach. Inhaling. Exhaling, feel that nice reach here. Yep. Feel like someone's pulling your fingertips. Stack back up nice and tall, counter stretch, other way. We'll switch the legs. One hand to the ankle, other arm out to a T. We go up and over. Find that nice side stretch here. Up and over, reach. Couple more times, keep the shoulders out of the ears, hips stay on the ground. Last one here, really up and over, reach. Find a little counter stretch. The opposite way. We're gonna go legs straight out in front. They can be about hip distance apart, arms out to a T. We'll get some rotation. Pulse, pulse to the right. Center. Pulse, pulse to the left. You can always bend the knees as a modification. Shoulders out of the ears. Feel that up and over of the spine. If you'd like to add on, we'll move into our saw. You go up and over, pinky finger, pinky toe. Flex on, rotate, and switch. You can add a little pulse towards that pinky toe. Getting some flexion and rotation. We have one more each side. Last one. And stack back up, nice and tall, roll the shoulders. We'll finish back on the ground, laying all the way down. Grab that booty band to help with the stretch if you'd like. You'll take the booty band over the right foot, left foot down to the mat. Find a nice hamstring stretch here. You could always use it without the booty band and just hold the leg too. It's up to you. We'll take that leg out wide V stretch. Keep the left hip down on the mat. Point and flex the toe here if that feels good. Back to center, crossing that leg across. Like T-band stretch. Back to center. Let's draw little circles here up on the ceiling. Little rotation of the leg. Keep your core nice and engaged. Pelvis is stable, it's not rocking, we reverse. As you do this, try to keep that pelvis nice and stable. We're here for 3, 2, 1. Pause, take the band off, lower that leg, feel that nice length. We'll switch and get the other side, left foot up into the booty band. Point and flex the toe if that feels good. We'll take it out wide V. Keep the right hip down on the mat. Back to center, crossing it across. Back to center, little circles on the ceiling from the hip, not the ankle. Get that nice stretch for 3, 2, 1, and reverse other direction for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause, remove the band, lower that leg all the way down, feeling that nice stretch. Legs lengthen away from you, arms go back up overhead. Get that nice stretch here. Fingertips reaching away, toes reaching away, nice and long. If it feels okay, take both hands over to the right corner. Back to center, both hands over to the left corner. Back to center. Open your arms out to a T and hold. Knees can bend if that feels better. We'll just take some big breaths here. Inhaling through your nose. Exhaling out your mouth. Inhaling. Exhaling. See how your body feels after we've done our work today. Slow down your breath. Inhaling. And exhaling. One more big inhale in, one more powerful exhale out. You guys are all set. Thank you guys so much. You can roll yourself up. Thank you for coming. Hope you guys have a great weekend.